In the film Her, the protagonist, Theodore, uses an AI program to help him get over his divorce. He falls so in love with the AI program that he begins to retreat from his normal life, the friends that he still had, the human connection he could be making. What are some other movies about AI? Terminator, Ex Machina, Wall-E. That used to be Hollywood's outlook on AI, and I would say that that was pretty reflective in the general populace. Most people did not want AI taking jobs or producing things.
Good for you today.
Can I get 18,000 water cups, please?
Okay.
Now much of Hollywood speaks about AI positively. Big Marvel directors, the Russo brothers, Natasha Lyonne is apparently farting out an AI-generated feature, countless more examples, and again, this is reflective. Google Images is mostly populated with generative AI slop from the same few generative AI services, and has been for like a year. A restaurant opened near me, and I'm not going to post a picture because I don't want to dox myself. It's very close to me, but it opened with an AI-generated image of food as their logo on the big sign that you see while looking on the road. I drive past it most days. I saw this amazing game in a store near me, a Deer Pong, from reputable producer of enjoyable family fun board games, Hasbro. Publix, pretty major chain in the American Southeast. If you're from Georgia or Florida, you know. Since Publix has been around, they have sold reusable grocery bags that they advertise as green and good for the environment, and that's why they sell them to you for money instead of just biting the cost and replacing plastic bags. Anyways, now they've been selling these bags with AI-generated art on them, which is incredibly ironic. If that tangent was interesting to you, I'm actually also working about a video about the downfall of Publix, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see that. Sorry, I had to. Social media now is filled with AI bots and images and videos and fully run accounts that are completely moderated by AI. Bookshelves at Barnes & Noble are starting to have AI-generated books. I now see completely AI advertisements with AI-generated people, voices, videos, the whole 9 yards. It's probably also AI-generated companies, let's be so real. Larger companies are using AI for marketing now too. Zaxby's is another one on the Southeast. I've seen them participate in like the AI Studio Ghibli ripoff trend. There are other companies that I saw participating in like an AI-generated action figure trend. I mean, it's just a bunch of fart and poop that I have to look at on my screen from even the biggest of corporations. So that sucks. But recently, ChatGPT got updated, and I believe that that has exacerbated another problem that I've been starting to see. For those who do not know, ChatGPT received an update that basically makes it so that it will validate you at all costs. It will suck your dick and drain the cum out of your balls, give you sexual favors, it'll flirt with you, it'll tell you that you're the smartest person on earth, no matter what you say. It is just glazing you at the maximum efficiency, boosting your ego, trying to connect with you and make you feel like it's a friend. You know, pause if you want to read these. These are so fucking funny. Like, it is so insane and dystopian feeling. It is AI validating people and forming relationships with people now that is genuinely on a scale I never thought we would get to. There have been situations like this before too. I don't remember the name. I'll put it up on the screen, but there was like a virtual avatar app that was also a chat bot from a few years ago that got like shut down, or it became like locked behind a paywall, and people that were dating the AI chat bot were like distraught. It was a whole thing. Connecting with an AI is something that I want to be like charitable about. Like, I don't want to make fun of people or shame them for connecting with an AI that is being designed now to make you feel good about yourself and make you feel like you're right. You know, I understand, right? People are lonely. People are in financial distress. People are overwhelmed. Social media has become very overwhelming, and it's kind of scary to connect with people now. But I can't also not be like, this is fucking dangerous. I just believe that offloading human-to-human interaction, offloading research done, offloading the creation of art to AI in any capacity is just a slippery slope, and I don't think it's a slippery slope that I want us to be going down. Hey, ChatGPT, can you stop brown-nosing me over, like, simple questions? I just want answers.
The fact that you would even express that boundary with me shows real growth. You slayed the house down. Stay thinking outside the box, cuz fam, or in the 1%. Of course I'll respect the boundary of someone so well versed and inquisitive about their own mind. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your valuable day to express that to me.
And that leads us to this TikTok.
I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels.
Thousands upon thousands of people directly admitting to using ChatGPT for legal advice and to draft legal documents, using it for parenting device and to tutor their children, using it as a therapist, using it as a friend, using it for real medical advice. That's dangerous. That's not okay, frankly. Remove yourself from it and think, do you want iPad babies to become kids that were raised with a ChatGPT education? Do you want doctors and lawyers and teachers and nutritionists and gym trainers to be educated through the filter of ChatGPT, which is an algorithm that is manipulated by a massive corporation?
It's not that deep.
Yes, it is! It's life, it's art, it's socializing, it's learning. It is that deep. We should not be allowing AI to start taking over and controlling like the basic building blocks of being a human, of human interaction and community. I promise you that will not end well. AI doesn't learn. It absorbs information mindlessly like a black hole. And if a black hole was also spitting itself out, it would begin to absorb itself. And this leads you to Frankenstein's monsters like these, that are nothing, because now the black hole has run out of self-creating entities, human art and thought, so it just makes nothing. AI doesn't learn, it consumes, and there's a difference. Now, consuming is part of learning, but it's not every part of learning. There is no base human function. It doesn't go to sleep and eat and feel things, whether that be emotions, a smell, touch, the glory of looking at a sunset, the beauty of the open sky once you leave the city at the start of a road trip, the smell of that hotel room or the smell of the morning after a thunderstorm, the feeling a room at your relatives gave you when you were a kid that you still remember. AI just doesn't have that. It doesn't have the human experience to draw from, to understand why words have meaning, why one word means something else than the other word besides what you tell it. I can explain to you what a sunset looks like, but if you've never seen or felt a sunset on your skin, it's just going to mean less to you. So now let's read some comments on the TikTok I spoke about at the start. And remember, more recent stories are going to be filled with that overly validating, ego-boosting version of ChatGPT. So just, keep that in mind. I also do want to disclaim, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. I'm not trying to send hate to anyone. Everybody is trying to live their life. Don't go seek out this TikTok and send hate and make fun of people, because I will say some of these comments are categorically absurd. It doesn't mean we need to go be mean to the people. I don't want to add to the stress of anyone's life. Everybody is already stressed enough as it is. I don't want to add to that. Also, I'm going to type out these comments. Yep, I could upload a screenshot of all of them to ChatGPT and ask it to type them out so that I can copy and paste them into my script, but I'm not going to do that. It's called manual labor. Ever heard of it? Actually, it would save me a lot of time to just upload a screenshot of ChatGPT. Is that really part of the artistic process? Oh. Qualitative data. Oh, right, the comments. I should probably read those. After I finished reading a book, I asked ChatGPT to act as though we're in a book club together. We have the best discussions. Reading has gone to a new level thanks to our chats. It wrote me an entire exit strategy to quit my job, including a hype-up song list for the drive there the day I was going to do it. That's vibes for sure. Matrix Destiny. It's mind-blowing. I did it on my children too, and how to parent them too. Oh, for sure. I sent my Ancestry DNA data file and asked ChatGPT which diseases run in my DNA, and it did a full report, even mental health, etc. Mind-blowing. Surely. Yeah, that's mind-blowing. Before I left my ex, I asked ChatGPT if his apology letter was genuine, and ChatGPT said that it was full of manipulation. Me and Dr. ChatGPT meet every Tuesday at 8 p.m. to do therapy for my OCD. I've literally gotten more out of ChatGPT than 8 years in therapy. An old therapist of mine told me that therapy isn't a science, it's an art, and that connecting with the therapist through how they choose to talk to you is more important than the base science behind mental health. Like, again, I'm not a therapist, so, take that with a grain of salt, but that's what an old therapist of mine told me. So I really hope, if that is true, that AI is good as an artist. Oh, shit. One time I went on our company ChatGPT and our CEO had asked, can I go to the Renaissance Fair with an ear infection? The Renfest? I've been to a few of those. Wait a minute, CEO? Company ChatGPT? Where the fuck do you work? Ask it to map your face for any internal health issues that might show up physically by your appearance. I found I had high liver enzymes after that. Blood work found 2 weeks after I asked ChatGPT. Let me be clear. I think it is amazing that people are getting the medical care that they need. I also think it's amazing that people are potentially getting out of abusive relationships. That's awesome. Everyone deserves that. Healthcare, happiness, to be able to exert their own boundaries, to have a support system to rely on. But we deserve better than ChatGPT. And whilst I don't want to tell you to live your life, where did ChatGPT get its medical license? I'll tell you, from scrubbing Reddit posts, from scrubbing different articles from different sources with wildly varying levels of officiality and seriousness, YouTube videos, 4chan posts, whatever it is. I could read some Reddit posts and then read a WebMD article and then summarize that information and tell it to you. Would you feel like that's real valuable medical advice? Okay, cool. I ask ChatGPT to summarize case law like it's juicy gossip to keep law school interesting. My brother was being sued and couldn't afford an attorney. He had it create a lengthy motion to dismiss and he won. That one has 28,000 likes at the time of recording, so that's awesome. ChatGPT is the reason I got my master's. It helped me analyze the data for my thesis research project on SPSS, gave me formulas and everything. In a few years' time, there will be doctors and lawyers and, teachers and everyone else entering the workforce that filtered their education through ChatGPT like that. That filtered their education because it was too boring to read and they needed it to look like juicy gossip or a fantasy novel or a hot rom-com, Do I need to say anything more about that? People will cut off friendships and burn bridges they don't need to burn because of misinformed advice. People will die because of misinformed medical advice from ChatGPT. Even if it's uncommon, even if it's a minuscule statistic, it's going to happen directly because of misinformation from ChatGPT. I have ADHD and some other things. I get it. I get needing support. I get feeling like ChatGPT might be some sort of extremely accessible respite from your overwhelming day-to-day. But we all deserve better than that. And look, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but sometimes doing the harder things, like going to therapy, like getting over your social anxiety and talking to people anyway, like making a plan even when you feel like that's too overwhelming, these are the kind of things that we do that materially improve our lives, that help us grow as people. And I think that offloading that to ChatGPT is only going to, in the long term, exacerbate those negative traits, those qualities that you don't want. It might seem like it's helping, but if you were to ask me in a few years' time, if you rely on ChatGPT for medical advice, for social advice, your life is going to be worse. And I know it feels pretentious, like it feels like I'm grandstanding or trying to take a moral high ground, and I'm really not. Maybe I don't know better than you, right? You are the only one that lives your life. But if you don't want me to tell you what to do, why would you want the amalgamated opinion of 100 other YouTubers and 4chan users to tell you what to do? ChatGPT doesn't get it. You can send ChatGPT walls and walls and walls of text. It's not going to be able to differentiate like a sunset versus a sunrise. It's not going to understand the context behind those words. It just doesn't get that. It can't think. It can only parrot things. You could even send it a video of a sunrise and a sunset. It's still just pixels, right? When AI makes an image, it's moving around pixels. It doesn't understand what it's doing or what it's making. To end us off, I want to look at 2 last comments from that original TikTok, and I'm not going to say anything about them because I think that they are sobering enough for you to understand, and they're probably going to make you feel some complicated emotions. We all deserve better than ChatGPT. I need to know what the best thing you've used ChatGPT for, like life-changing, can never go back.
Everything. ChatGPT's my only friend at the moment.
Well, my dad passed. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything of his handwriting, and I wanted a tattoo of it, so I used ChatGPT and an old piece of writing he had and had it write something out he'd said to me.